Hello everybody, Mr. Jude here. I was going to tell you a story today, and I was going to go down to the water of Leith to make this little film, but it's kind of wet and muddy down there, so I thought I would stay in my nice warm study and speak to you from here. But the water of Leith's a great place to go if you can. It's a place where you can go to walk, and lots of people do that. It's a place where people go to walk their dogs, or go on their bikes, or even to walk on their horses. And there's lots of birds and other wildlife down there. It's just a great place to go, but it's a bit muddy today. I want to tell you a story that Jesus told about another man who was walking along another road. A very different road. It was a desert road, and it was hot and it was dry. It was also steep, a steep hill. And it was a road that was surrounded by rocks and hills, and a dangerous road because sometimes robbers and bandits would hide behind these rocks and jump out on people as they walked past. And that's what happened to the man in the story that Jesus told. As he was walking along this road, some bandits jumped out on him and beat him up. And they left him lying in the middle of the road, half dead. They stole some of his clothes, they stole his possessions, and they beat him up and they left him there, all on his own. As he was lying there, there was another man came along the road, a very important man, and he looked at this man lying in the middle of the road, and he didn't stop. He just kept on going. He did nothing to help. Not long after that, there was a second man came along, and he also was an important man, and he saw the man lying there, and he just kept going as well. He didn't do anything to help him. I sometimes wonder, I know this is a story, but I sometimes wonder how that man might have felt as he had been lying in the middle of the road, beaten up and bruised, and he saw these two men coming, and he thought, great, there's somebody going to come and help me, and they just kept on going. Sure, he would have been really disappointed that nobody had helped him. In the story, as Jesus told it, there was a third man came past. And as the third man came along, he saw the man lying in the middle of the road, and he stopped. And he got down off his donkey, and he went to help. He gave the man some water to drink, and he bandaged up his cuts and his bruises. And he put him on his donkey, and he took him to a place where someone would care for him properly. And he paid some money to have this man looked after. And he told the person caring for him that if it cost more, he would pay him the rest the next time he came past. And Jesus used that story to ask people about caring for others. And he said, who was it in that story who cared? And of course, the answer was the man who stopped. He was the one who cared. And Jesus said, well, you have to go and do the same. And that's hard sometimes. This is Children in Need Week, and maybe you've been raising money for Children in Need this week. And Children in Need's a charity that looks after children and young people in all kinds of ways, who need all sorts of help and support. And it's a good thing to do, to raise money to help people like that, so that we can care for others and be responsible a little bit for looking after others. Or in COVID times, we all know what we need to do to keep ourselves and other people safe. I have my mask in my pocket, and it goes with me everywhere I go. So if I'm going into a shop or I meet somebody I don't know, I can wear my mask and keep not only myself safe, but keep other people safe too. And that's what we're supposed to do. We know we have to wash our hands and wear our mask and all the other things. And that's partly for ourselves, but it's also partly for other people, to keep other people safe. And that's what we need to do too. And that's one of the reasons why it's so important that we do the right things. Or in school, maybe you see someone that's on their own or hurt, and you have a choice to make, don't you, whether you go to help them or whether you do nothing. And it's not quite so easy just now, I know, with the way class groups are, that you can only really talk to the people in your class. But do you help them if somebody's in need, or do you choose to do nothing? The better way is to help those who are in need, and that's a good value to have, to shape our lives, to be responsible, not just for ourselves, but for other people too. So the challenge for us is to care for one another and for other people. Not just about ourselves, but to care for others and to help look after others wherever we find them, wherever they might be in need, and to live our lives that way. I hope one day soon I'll be able to be back in school and we can have some fun with more of these stories that Jesus told. But until then, I hope that you stay safe and well, and I hope that everybody you know and you meet is safe and well too, and that you have a good day. Bye-bye.